A Grail Shave with a Darwin set with a little bit of rubber set thrown in today on Barber Dave's Shaves and Such. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday. This is actually a very late afternoon shave because today was vehicle day, and I took on a job that I had done once before, and it was pretty labor intensive. I'll talk about that in just a few minutes, as I did not only my car, but I did our other vehicle as well, and it took about 2 hours per side, and but we'll get to that in just a minute. Hope everybody's doing good. It's warm here today. We didn't get quite the monsoon rain we thought we were going to get, and it's always funny this time of year in Arizona where you go to take a shower and you turn on the hot water and it's colder than the cold water that comes out of the ground, which I always thought was kind of hilarious. Okay, I said a Darwin Grail Shave. Well, indeed, because I am using my Darwin razor. This is a Grail DE for me, and I finally got one thanks to Matt, Lukey 3262. It's loaded with a feather, I'm sorry, not a feather, a Persona blue. Persona Lab Blue, I should say. Plus, there's a lot of stuff going on this evening. And just so you know, 6 p.m. tonight, Drinks and Dave's. That's Drinks and Dave's on YouTube. Come and join us. There has been a small programming change, which you'll find out when you come see us at the show. And we'll go into details why there was a programming change. I am using the Darwin soap. This is a wonderful, wonderful French soap made by Pierre Lucien, and it's sweet orange, lemon, lemongrass, just a wonderful, wonderful scent. And of course, I have the aftershave to go with it. This Darwin razor is a blast to use, easy to hold on to. And look at that Art Deco look. It's just neat. There's been a lot of copies, but I was happy to get one of the originals, which is kind of cool. Also, if you like what you see, please come and join us at www.theshavingcadre.com. We, as always, feel that we are the finest gentlemanly straight razor and traditional shaving forum, as well as a plethora, that's right, I said plethora, Hefe, of other pursuits, whether that be whiskey, whether that be firearms, whether that be dad jokes, whether that be funny memes, you name it, we have it at the Cadre. So come and join us. It's free to join. We are self-moderated. So as long as you follow the rules and know the rules, have at it. We're not the Wild Wild West, and we appreciate everybody's opinion. We don't try to, there are some other forums out there that if you disagree with a certain subject and you disagree with the way they do things, you'll get hammered for it. I speak most often of straight razors because for some reason, straight razors seem to be the wild, wild west. And some people say if you don't hone on a regular flat hone, you are crazy, even though the convex honing's been around a lot longer. Go figure. Do what you want. It's your shave, but we're not going to give you a hard time whether you like flat honing or whether you like convex honing. But what we do say is let everybody be. Don't harass anybody. And we have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to disrespect on the forum. Anyway, so why am I doing a shave at 4:30 in the afternoon? Well, I decided that I was going to do some headlight lens polishing. And what that means is you clear out all the oxidation and you get your headlights to look like brand new. Oxidation is a big thing out here because of the heat. And if your car sits out for hours at a time, it happens. So I did not only my car, but I did the motorhome as well. And I had been hearing of different types to use. And I had done it once before, and I can't remember if it was New Finish that I did or Rain-X. But what had happened is it had a final sealant that you put on after the procedure to brighten the lens. And it didn't last very long. In fact, that sealant ended up causing more problems than not. So, did some research, and I probably should have known this in the very beginning because this automotive product is fantastic. Those of you that have nice cars, hot rods, stuff like that, probably use one of two companies, Meguiar's or Mother's. And this Mother's lens brightening kit, it's only about 25 bucks and you can use it over and over again. It is the one that most places recommended. There's another one made by 3M that you can get through a paint supply store, but it's quite a bit more expensive. So I got it, and you use a cordless drill, and you start, if need be, you start at 800 grit, and you wet sand your lenses from 800 grit. Then you go to 1500 grit, wet sand, and then you do a combination of wet dry with 3000, all using the variable speeds on your cordless drill. So you start out using probably 300 to 600 RPM, and then you go to 1500 RPM when you're doing the dry and the wet with the 3000 grit. And then there is a plastic polish, and Mother's gives you the applicator, and they call it the Mother's for Lights. It's a blue ball applicator and the plastic polish, and you again use the high-speed portion of your drill at 1500 RPM, and you polish it, and they come out absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure which side it's going to show them, but I'm going to show you before and after, and you can see how well they came out. And so if you're looking to brighten your lenses, number one, don't do it yourself. No, I'm kidding. If you have the time, because it takes about 2 hours per light, so 2 hours per side, and then maybe even a little bit longer if you need to. It can be very labor intensive because you're putting pressure on it, and depending on how high your car is, it's a weird angle. I definitely recommend sitting down to do it. And of course, I would recommend the fall, not the summer, to do it because it's miserable, even in the garage. But that being said, now I understand why some of these lens brightening companies or these detailers charge between $200 and $600 to do this, because it's a bear, but it comes out really good, as I just showed you on the thing. They come out really, really well. Now I understand there's also, you can put a like, it's almost like window tinting, but it's clear on the top of the lenses, and out here that supposedly really makes a big difference. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet. That's something I'm going to see after I see how this works. But yeah, so you figure 2-4, it took me, well, I started about 7 o'clock this morning, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it took me till about 3 o'clock before I was done with both vehicles, but they both turned out really, really, really well. As you can see, I didn't take pictures of the motorhome, but I did of my car, and you can again see it right here or wherever I put it. The witch hazel today we're going to use is Litsea Kubeba by CBL. It just really fits the lemony goodness of today's shave, so we'll let that dry down a little bit. So I did say, obviously, during the opener that that the Darwin and the rubber set rode again, and sure enough, this is a rubber set 404 that has been that I refurbished actually, and it's got a TGN Finest knot in it. Just a beautiful, beautiful brush. Now there's so many homages to this now, it's unbelievable. And I said something a couple seconds ago where I said the Darwin and the rubber set rode again. I forgot to mention it in my earlier videos but Godspeed to Donald Sutherland. I was a huge fan of Donald Sutherland. Especially all the movies that he did were absolutely fantastic. One of my favorites, obviously, was Kelly's Heroes, and then also Space Cowboys. And that's where that line came from, where he looked at James Garner and Clint Eastwood. And, oh, God, he played in, don't get old. He played in Men in Black. And he looked and said, Team Daedalus rides again. So, Godspeed. And his son, Kiefer Sutherland, is a fantastic actor as well. So that's kind of cool. All right, the aftershave today, we're going to be using Darwin. Now, if you notice, if the last time that I did this was about here. Well, in all my supreme stupidness, I was messing around earlier. And I knocked the bottle into the sink. And normally, this aftershave comes with a cork stopper, which is not very good. So I took a Penhaligon stopper, which fits pretty good, and put it in there because I think it makes the bottle look cool. Well, when it falls into the sink and you hear glug, 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 you know that it's gone. So I've got another bottle on order because I'm an idiot. Anyways, that's the shave for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Next Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to post some shaves right away because I will be camping up in the mountains near a lake, and I'm not sure what my internet connection will be. So I apologize. I may have to I'll film them, but I may have to post them on the 4th, 5th, and 6th of July, or maybe I'll post them all at once. We'll see. If I can do them live, or not live, but if I can do them up in the mountains, if there's internet access, I will do that and post them from the lake that we're staying at with our motorhome. So anyhow, I'm Barber Dave. This has been Barber Dave's Shaves and Such. I hope you guys have a wonderful remainder of the week. Thanks for joining us, and keep up those subscriptions, likes, and notifications. Have a great day.